Flipping your grow to flower is more than just changing the light cycle. Today, I'll show you exactly what to do before and during the transition. But first, check this out. We want you to come on over and join us at realdgc.com. I wanted to remind you all, membership is free, guys. We have a great growing community over there for real. Check out these groups. You can go on over there to ask a grow question, hang out and grow talk, throw down some memes. We have 4,000 active growers over there. No censorship. realdgc.com. Membership is free. Come on over and hang out. Step up and become a producer. Get those grower dividends. You'll see what I'm talking about. Check out realdgc.com. Get grow strong, yo. All right. I love this. This is like almost the funnest part of the grow next to harvest is when I get to take these ladies to flower.
Yeah, you start counting down, right?
Yeah, exactly. I mean, unless you're growing autos, this is when you're going to change your light cycle. You're going to initiate the plants. They're going to go to flower. And there's important things you can do to help that transition.
Yes, there are some very small things you can do to totally mess that up. And let's get into them.
One would be having a timer that has all those little tabs on it, and you leave a couple up. You just reminded me of that. So the light comes. Be careful with timers.
Oh, that's all right. Hang on. Get a good timer, man. If you're going to be doing this, 12 matters a bunch. If you have a timer that hangs up and and your lights stay on for an extra few hours in veg, not a big deal. But in flower, you do need a timer that is going to give you 12. You can't screw up this photo cycle.
We used to sell the nice Intermatic digital timers at the grow store, and that was one of the number one things. Will you please program this for me before we leave? That'd be great.
Come on, let's get into it, man.
Make sure these ladies are ready to flip, man. Are the roots established? Is it the size that you want them? Noting they're probably going to almost double in size.
Yeah.
So, make sure they're established and ready to go. Vigor.
Yeah, I have seen folks flip plants that are just too small, and you get a couple weeks of stretch. After you flip the lights back, you definitely get a couple weeks of growth. But just make sure that it fits your container, that it's going to fit your grow space. If you're growing one plant or two plants in a 4x4, veg them things up a bit before you flower them. You want a nice big plant with multiple branches if you're growing a big tree.
Like it. How about flipping healthy plants without bugs or deficiencies? You want them to be as healthy as possible. They can just go to the races, man. Turbo.
Yeah. These plants, as you click the lights back, they're starting to die. They're sending that signal that they're going into reproductive phase. And then within a couple months, they're going to die. So they're not going to get stronger. Eventually they're going to get weaker. So you got to make sure that when you're going into flower, you got super strong plants and bright green, no bugs or pests that you're going to be fighting the whole way through.
I like it. Well, to give a tip on that, talking about these two tie together, when you're going to go into flower, it's a great time to do some pruning and training. And after you do that pruning, you want to clean up the canopy. You want to get rid of big fan leaves. You want to have good airflow. And day one of flower is a great way to do it. Some people do it to different extremes, or others let you touch on that stuff. After you do that pruning, if you've been slacking on sprays or IPM, now's a great time to do it, because as soon as your pistils and flowers start to develop, you're not going to spray anything on them. So after you prune everything away, you can get really good coverage. Go ahead and do a friendly IPM spray of a product like Lost Coast Plant Therapy or something.
If you got bugs, that would be the last time that I would do it, though. I hate trying to, or I don't even like to think about spraying anything in flower. And that's why go into flower without any kind of problems. Make sure you fix your problems in veg. You can cut the plants back. You got all the time that you want in veg. So just make sure when you go into flower, you're going in strong with really healthy plants. And I was just in my grow yesterday, and I'm in a couple week 2 of flower, and I was trimming the larf off. I had all this stuff that was bottom buds and just I call it larf, but just the smallest stuff on the bottom of the stem. And it's never going to do anything except rob nutrients as they're going up that stem to those tops. So I'm cleaning anything up on the bottom that is going to rob nutrient and not be a dank bud at the end.
Yeah. Oh, 100%. That is a great way to keep that area clean. And again, airflow for IPM, not giving fungus gnats or anything, nice little pockets of high humidity and things going on down there.
Yeah.
All right.
Hey, I don't top though. Just real quick, I want to say I don't top them. At that point, though, I've already shaped the plants. I've hopefully got already a bunch of arms coming up that are flowering sites. So I don't want to top those.
Yeah, if you have a top that's out of control and you want it to have an even canopy, do some bending over, do some tying over, do some trellis, do other techniques to handle that.
I tried to show that. I put the Facebook recording glasses on and tried to show that and just snapped the whole branch right in half. So, hey, you win some, you lose some, right? I got one thing to say. I told you I'm in week 2 of flower. For the first time, I tried that swazing or swazing. I really don't know how to say it. But when you take every leaf off on day 1, and then on day 21, which is next week, I'm going to take every leaf off again. I can't believe how fast they refoliated. It's 2 weeks, and you wouldn't even think that it happened. So that would be my exception about pruning or a really heavy pruning is there is some technique. You have to have everything dialed in. You have to have just your plants screaming with growth, super healthy, CO2, lots of light. But I'm surprised how fast my plants recovered from that schwazing. I'm giving it the almost thumbs up. I'll let you know in 6 weeks.
I'm scared. We'll talk about lighting quickly here. If you have a newer grow space, or grow room, make sure you don't have any light leaks. Of course, you can go, and one tip I used to do, if you have a grow room, you can go into, turn off all the lights. And if you see any light, obviously that's an issue. You need to fix that. Grow tents, you can do the opposite, turn off all the lights in the room the tent's in, turn the lights on. If you see light coming out of the tent like crazy, light's going to get in as well. That's going to cause stress in your plants and cause problems.
Yeah, big problems. There's that FloraGen, which is, guess what it stands for? Flower generating hormone. But it's this hormone that the plants make during flowering. And it's very easy to shut that off. And so if it has a light leak or you open the door up in the middle of the night, it resets the FloraGen. So now it takes an hour for it to figure out that it has to start making FloraGen again, and it just screws your plants up. And those are hormones. And when you mess with hormones, you end up getting weird results. So,
yes. Check your PPFD, Scotty, as well. Not everybody, but growers, some people aren't running full on in veg. I have a friend with his dimmable LED, only runs at 50% to reach his vegetative PPFD. But when you go to flower, you can crank that up.
Don't forget that you just lost when you go to flower. You went from 18 hours of light to 12 hours of light. So you got to dial that light back up, more intense in order to get that same, DLI, that same total amount of light falling on that plant. So yeah, getting a bunch of light to your plant is definitely that's one of the biggest factors you can have.
Everything else is running turbo. Consider some spectral tweaks, man. Add some UVB. Fluorescent UVB bulbs have been proven. Not on every strain. In my experience, I run UVB bulbs in flower, increase terpene, trichome production. It's a stressor.
Yeah, it sure is. But just be careful. I have played with UVB before, and the B stands for burn. It's very easy to burn your plants with it. Man, I'm thinking of that 730 nanometer light, though. That's kind of cool. You want to talk about putting your plants to sleep? That puts you, normally when we talk about it takes like an hour or so for that FloraGen to start being produced. If you use that 730 nanometer light, like 15 minutes after the lights go off, it sends that signal like sunset to start making FloraGen immediately. So you might get another hour's worth of flower generating hormone, which is nice.
You can find those. I've seen those bars, like bar style, far reds on Amazon and whatnot. Not too expensive and low wattage as well.
Yeah.
I like it. Be careful when you flip into flower. Make sure you got everything going right. And you should see those flowers coming in. Usually on most strains for me, within a couple weeks, you'll start to see pistils emerge and enjoy the development from there.
Yeah, and just keep it clean. Keep that the light leaks or something that, man, if you're in your grow room, stand in there. I went in my grow room 10 days ago and I was like, and there were some spots, a little tiny hole from veg where a water line went. Little stuff like that. Cover it up. It's not that hard, and it will make a big difference.
Right on. What about you guys? Give us some comments. Do you have any tricks for flipping the flower? I know some people play with that light spectrum a little bit, or the light timing at 12 and give it a little more dark. What ways do you initiate the flowers quicker? Leave us some comments below.
And come on, if you like this video, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, share this video with another grower you know, and check out the other couple of videos YouTube's recommended. Dude knows you'll dig them.